So, editors in Java. What is editor? Anybody can explain? What is editor in Java? To write Java program, we need to use editor. Like, so editors are Notepad, Notepad++, Edit Plus, Eclipse is one of the editor. I got my point. Like that, you will have so many editors are available to write Java code. I got my point. But the point here is Notepad, editor, all these three are, you have to write every line of code on your own. You have to write every line of code on your own. My recommendation, before go to Eclipse, your core Java should be learned in Notepad or Notepad++ or Edit Plus. When you move to advanced Java, you can use Eclipse. But you no need to write any code in Eclipse. Okay. Because if you write code in Notepad or Edit Plus, you can very well understand. You can very well understand on Java syntax. If we use Eclipse, it is giving all the features. So writing code will be minimal. From the day one, you start learning using Notepad or Notepad++ or Edit Plus. Why I'm giving that is, you can understand the Java program easily. Or you got my point? So that is the idea behind going with Notepad or Edit Plus. Okay. Now, let's take a small notepad, writing a small code of program. See, this is my notepad. I want to write a program in Java. What is my step one? Step one, decide the editor. Decide the editor. So what is the, I decided, what is my editor I decided? Kasturi and, what is my editor here? Kasturi? Kasturi.
Sir.
What is my editor here? Which editor I choose? I choose Notepad is my editor. Right? Step two, write a sample code using Java. Right? So what I'm going to do, class hello, listen carefully, class hello, and then to open and close a class, you should have curly braces. Or you got my point? Anything you have to write within a class hello, you have to have open parenthesis and close parenthesis. In that, you are going to write a method. You are going to write a method. What is your method? Public void hello. This is your method. I'll tell you what is method in detail. Don't worry. So to write anything within the method, you have to write open parenthesis and close parenthesis. In that, you have to use system dot out dot println. Say welcome to version IT. System dot welcome to, simply writing welcome to version IT. right? So I written a program. I written a small class under which I written a small method, which I am welcoming you all in. Welcome to version 80. Or you got my point? Now I'm going, what is my step 2? And then save the file as file name dot Java. You have to save the file as file name dot Java. So what is the file name I need to save here? File, save as, go back to E drive, under Java, create a folder, programs. Here I'm going to say hello dot Java. What is the file I created? I'm going to use saving the file using hello dot Java and then save. Now go to the folder, E drive, Java, under programs. You see there is an hello.java. Now I need to, what is my step 3? Compile Java source code into which code? Yesterday I told you, right? Compile Java code into bytecode. For that, we are using a command, Java C command. You got my point? You have to use Java C command. How to do that? Go to command prompt, cmd, E drive, and go back to this. Take this path, cd, copy, enter. Now here, Java C, hello dot Java. Just enter. It is creating a problem. What is the problem it is creating? Class C is not capital letter. That means Java is purely a case sensitive. Case sensitive in the sense, if you are writing the context, if it is capital letter, you have to use capital letter. If it is small letter, you have to use small letter. If you are changing from capital to small, what will happen, you see? See, here I'm using a capital C. This will not work. You have to change it to small. And then save. Now go back, try to run. Error, cannot find println, variable of print stream. So what you need to do? You have to use P. Capital P I'm changing. See, I'm knowingly doing this. Now save this. Java is purely a case sensitive. Now you see the Java, once it detected, I changed my capital P to small p. I changed my capital C to small c. Now it is detected, yes, this file is perfect. The code what you written is correct. Now, once you've done that, you see there is a Java class file has been created. Just a second. Hello? Yes? Yes? Yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys, I got a personal call. Kasturi and Jim. Okay. So now you see here the println. If I change it the case sensitive method, what will happen? The file has been compiled. Go to programs, only the hello there. Okay. I'm removing all these things I don't want. Okay. Now in the programs, I see, I go back, I run at hello.java. Now what happened? A binary file has been created or not by using Java compiler. So what is the step 3 will do? It will produce a binary file with the class name. It will produce a binary file with class name. Or you got my point? Now, what is my step 4? Execute the class file. I'm not executing the program file. I'm executing the class file. Executing the class file. What is my execution of class file? Java command. Java C for compiling. For executing, you have to use Java. Java with class name, not file name. In Java C, you have to use file name. In Java, you have to use class name. So what is your class name here? Java hello. Now you see there is a problem. What is the problem? Can you read it? Error, main method not found in class hello. What is the entry point of Java? Which method is the entry point of Java? By default, to execute Java application, to execute the Java application, we need to have main method is compulsorily. We need to have main method compulsorily. I got my point. So you go back, instead of using public void, you have to use public static, and then you have to make this as main. I got my point. Public static void main. I will explain what is static, what is non-static and all in the subsequent classes. I'm just making you to understand how to create a basic Java program. For that, how the compilation is happening from the Java, so that you can write all your logics in future. I got my point. So that is the idea behind it. Now, save the Java file, close it, go back. Now in the program folder, I am removing the class file. I am removing the class file. So now go back, Java C hello.java. Now it is produced which file? Class file. Now what is the next step? Hello.java. Again, there is a problem. Because in normal C++ or in normal other programming language like Python, C#, the main method file, open, Java, all files, programs, take this Java. The main method, you have to use string args. It's compulsory. String array args. So what will happen? A compiler of Java, when it is executing, it will look for this particular method. You got my point? When you are executing a program, always your Java code will identify main method with this particular syntax. If it is not available, your Java code will not execute it. So what is the entry point of Java? What is the entry point of Java? Public, static, void, main, string, argument. Right? Now, save the file. Now go back to compile the Java C. Now use Java. Hello. Now you see, I got the file. Welcome to version 18. So it is compulsorily you need to write a method here. Clear my point? Kasturi, you got the point?
Yes, sir.
So what we need to do? Java compiler will look for a method as an entry point to start any execution. What is the method, ma? Public static void main method. This is most important thing you need to understand. Or you got my point? Now, sir, I done this class. Everything is perfect. Am I right? Now, sir, can I create two classes in the same file? Can I create two classes in the same file? Kasturi? Come on, guys. Can I create two classes in the same file in Java? And one more thing, before going to that, I'm going to use public as my access specifier. I'll tell what is public and all those things. Okay, I made here, see right now, till now I'm not used public. Now I'm going to use public. Right. And I'm going to change the file name as test.java. I got my point. There are two files, hello file and test file. Now what I did, public. Now I go back to here. In the Java C, I'm going to use test.java. What will happen? What is this? The class allow is public, so that you should declare the file name also class name. Okay, so what is the statement? What is my scenario 2? First scenario is completed. Now I'm going with the second scenario. Okay, what is my scenario? My scenario is when we make a class as public, public access specifier. Okay, your file name also, your file name should be same as class name. Then only Java compiler will detect that file to compile. I got my point. If you are not having public as a access specifier, you can name anything. If you make your classes public, you have to compulsorily use the class name as file name. No chance at all. So always you have to always it is must to create class name as file name. When we declared class as public access specifier, this is the most important point you need to understand. Most of the people doesn't understand the fundamental. I'm stretching my fundamental. Once you understand fundamental, you can move to the next level. Or you got my point? So that is my idea behind it. So when we declared classes public, you must and should create the class name as file. Or you got my point? Now what do you need to do? What do you need to do? You have to go back, change your classes hello dot Java. Guys, 1 minute. My dad is calling. Sorry. So what we stopped? It is must and should create a class name as Firebase when we declare the class public as access specific. Now you go and see hello.java. Now go back to your compiler. Perfect. Perfect or not? Now Java, hello. So what is the difference between scenario 1 and scenario 2? Scenario 1, you never your make us class as public. So that you can write n number of any name in the file name. When you make your classes public, you should declare file name as same name as class name. That is the scenario 2. Now scenario 3. Ma, Kasturi. Kasturi,
Sir.
will you understand or boring? Hello? Kasturi, please unmute. Kasturi, are you clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Xiomi? Xiomi. Hey guys, please, whether you are understanding or not understanding, kindly respond. If you are not respond, what should I think? Whether it is understand or not understand? Xiomi. Why she left? Okay, fine. Now come back here. Scenario 3. Last scenario. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about identifiers, data types, and we can move on. Okay. Last scenario. I can have n number of classes in a single file. N number of classes in a single file. Okay. Now go back to your class, copy the same stuff. Okay, here you make the classes test and you have to print. Here it will be great that you can understand test welcome. Which class containing method you are executing, you can easily understand. Or you got my point? So I'm putting like this. Now I am saving the file. So how many classes we have in the file? Huh? How much? 3 or 2? I have class allow, I have class test. Only 2 classes. Only 2 classes. And I saved the file as allow.java. Now when I compile, will it work or not work? We'll see. Now I'm removing this. I'm removing this. Now go back. Java C allow.java, enter. It is throwing an error. Why? Because there are 2 public classes. There are 2 public classes in a single file. What are all they? Hello is a public class. Test is a public class. Is it possible to have 2 public classes with the same file name? Not possible. So what is your scenario 3? Can I have n number of public classes in a single file? What is your answer? Answer is no. You cannot have 2 public classes in a single file, because public class contain same name as what name? Public class contains same name as file name. You got my point? So the second point, we can maintain 2 classes in a single file. 2 classes in a single file, but only one class can be public. Only one class can be public. Only one class can be public. Remaining are private. Or you got my point? Or no access specifier. I'll tell you what is access specifier and all, don't worry. Now go back. Can I remove this public? I had removed the public. So the class test as no access specifier. Class allow as access specifier. Now I am saving the file. Go back to the editor. Try to use Java. Now it will produce 2 class files. See here. Now you understand. You cannot maintain 2 public classes in a single file. But at least you should have only one public classes is possible. Without public classes also you can maintain. Now come back. Here Java test.java. Java test. Class names test are only accepted if annotation processing explicitly. What is that? Because of the source file name, it is not properly running. Right? How to call the test.java? You cannot accept processing file requested. It means that public class should call another private class. You cannot maintain or execute. Class will produce, but finally, from which file the class is created? Hello.java. Hello.java. I got my point. So it is not accepting. So always you should have only one public class. You should not maintain any private class as well. Third point is always we need to maintain only one public class and subsequent classes will be called by the public class. Subsequent class will be called by public class. So how to call the subsequent class? Now go back here. I'm going to have a method called test. I'm not using a main method. And then here I'm going to say test dot test as a function method semicolon. What I'm doing, I created a public class in which the test class will be called. Now save, go back to the Java C. Now you go and say Java hello. Now you see, I got the two method. I got the two method. Hello.java is the main method. It has been executed. Hello Java executed. Hello Java internally calling a test class containing test method. Am I right or wrong? And then that method will be executed. What is that method? Welcome to vicinity of test. Now you see one more thing. Sir, if at all I remove public class and I'm going to create another class called test1. I'm taking this one. Copy. I paste. I say hello world. My class name is hello world. I got my point. So how many classes I have? Hello, hello world, test. Hello, hello world, test. Now what I'm going to do? I'm going to save this Java file. Go back. Try to use Java C. How many files it will produce? How many files it will produce? See, 3 files will be produced. Now, when I use Java hello world, Java hello both are calling hello and welcome to version ID. Hello? Yes? For 2 minutes, for 5 minutes. Okay. Now if I use Java allow, both method are calling. Why? Why it is calling both method? I'll show you. File, open. Java programs, all files, open this file. This allow class will calling the test method. Allow world class calling the test method. When you use allow, it will execute allow method as well as test method. When you use allow world, it will execute allow method, allow world method as well as test method. Now I am removing. Here I am going to say allow world colon. Now I am saving the file. Now when I go and create a compiler, one more class, no. It produced 3 class files. Right? Now use Java allow world. Why no class phone? Okay. Java hello WRLD. Since it is a case sensitive. Now you see the allow world is working. Now the what is the difference between this allow world and this allow world? What is the difference you can able to see? W is small letter in top one. W is capital letter. So Java is a case sensitive language. I told you, right? Even if you are changing a small letter from capital to small, your Java will not work. That type of case sensitive programming language, Java. Okay. Now Java hello. Now you can see both. Hello world, welcome to version 80. If you use hello, welcome to version 80. Hello, test, welcome to version 80. That's all for today's class. Anybody have any questions? Tomorrow, we are going to learn a topic called identifiers and keywords and basic data types. Right? Tomorrow, we are going to start with this topic. Kasturi,
Sir.
will you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma. We'll meet tomorrow. Xiomi, Kasturi, and what is her name? Rishi. Both of you, I will give you one commitment. You travel with me for another 20-30 days.
Okay,
If
sir.
at all possible, bring the laptop or do the program, whatever I'm doing on right away. You will learn technology easily. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
Xiaomi, are you there? He is not responding at all. Hello? That's fine. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Kasturi.
Okay, sir.